So take a moment to settle into a comfortable position. For this meditation, you may have a backrest. You may be sitting against the wall, or you can be on a chair with your feet grounded on the floor, or you can be sitting on a cushion on the ground. Now, as you settle into stillness, come to your breath. And just checking in how you are in this moment, in your physical, mental, and emotional landscapes. And taking a moment to also arrive into this present felt sense moment, tuning out of the distractions of the outer world and tuning inwards to what's alive and present for you in this moment. We will do the practice of R.A.I.N. And for that, I ask you to recall a moment in the past 24 hours, in the past few days, where you have been triggered by any situation. It doesn't have to be something really big. It can be a small trigger, but go and find a moment in the past day or few days where you have been stirred up in any way. Once you have chosen the moment, please stick to it for this practice. And I want you to replay the scene when you got triggered. So go ahead and relive it by noticing, where are you? What's around you? Who's with you? What are you seeing? What are you hearing? What's being said? And as if you could just press pause on the scene. Let's take a moment to do the first step, the recognizing. So tuning into what's happening within you. See if you can name the feelings, the emotions that are most alive in you. Noticing in yourself what's in the foreground, and see if you can name it. Trying to go past the outer story, but really going inside to recognize in your inner world what's the emotional tone that it's present. And once you have become aware, that's the recognizing step. Let's try to make room to allow it to be just as it is, that emotion to be just as it is. Simply welcoming this guest to your present moment without trying to change it, without trying for it to go away. Making room and accepting it. Giving yourself permission to feel this way, these emotions. Letting go of the resistance and simply creating that expansive space to allow things to be as they are. To whatever degree you're able to allow, it's okay. You can always just allow, even if there's some resistance, you can allow the resistance itself. And then we move into the investigation step, the I. And for that, we're going to check in first in our bodies. Checking areas of tension such as the forehead, the jaw, scanning if we have any tension in our hands, in our shoulders, or any feelings in our chests and in our bellies. Always with that quality of allowing, without trying to change things, just simply noticing them. Perhaps you might even notice that the sensations change. With curiosity, we can ask ourselves, what is it most alive in me right now? And we can also ask ourselves, what am I believing? Is there a storyline? Is there a belief that goes with this situation and with this emotion? Without judging, without blaming yourself or others. Simply creating that space for things to be. You can also ask yourself, what is most painful about the situation? Try to drop any storyline that comes in the forms of ideas of things being right or wrong. But just simply things as they are and noticing what are the needs of yours that aren't being met. And as you find that tender spot and that vulnerable space, you may move on to the next step, which is the N of nurture. And you can ask this space in you, what do you most need right now? And calling in your highest self or your future self or the divine presence within you. Calling in that which can hold with tenderness this part of you that hurts. Most often, these wounded parts of our being only want to be seen, acknowledged, recognized. With a loving embrace that can hold them as they are. We're calling in your resources of that other entity or person or energy that can hold and tend to those needs of that wounded part of you. You may put your hand on your chest or on your belly or both. In this simple gesture of attending and attuning. And you may whisper to yourself the words, I am here. I love you. I am here. I love you. And allowing yourself to receive that nurturing, loving care. It can come to you in the form of warmth or visuals or sensations. It can be subtle or it can be more gross. Simply becoming open to receive it. To be filled from the inside. You may choose to release your hands or keep them where they are. As we now rest in the after rain. Soaking our being in this spaciousness we have created. Assimilating and recognizing this state as a possibility. Allowing ourselves to become familiar with this space that can be more available and responsive and a lot less reactive to the moment-to-moment situations in our life. And we close this practice with the words of the poet Rumi. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers you have built against it, and to love them. Thank you.